We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Oakland A's and the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. David Hess, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Now at the plate, number 22, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Popped high in the air. Hess is there for it. One away. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Fouled off. Temperature at first pitch. There it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Chapman is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field.
Yeah, watching him go about his business. First step quickness, his reaction time is unparalleled, able to make all the plays, and he takes a ton of pride in his craft.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Bases are empty here with two men out. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and two strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Paul Blackburn, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Swinging a soft liner, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
In now for the O's, Adam Jones, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back easily. Here comes the first pitch. Runner's going. Pitch misses low. The throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Jones stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the first round back in the 2003 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Good piece of hitting there, but you can't help wonder what might have been if the previous play didn't unfold like the way it did. If he doesn't get tagged out, he probably scores on that one pretty easily. Instead, it's just a 1-out double.
Here's Chris Davis now as he rips it on the ground to second. Lowry's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, there are very few guys that can do what Adam Jones can do for a team. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well...
And a base hit as the run is in to score, and the Orioles have a 1-0 lead.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Mancini, a native Floridian. He was an 8th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Chris Davis now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the flag court and gone. A solo shot down the line in right. And the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Way in front of that fastball. Base is empty here with nobody out. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
The 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Nunez waits on it. 1 down.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus on Adam Jones. There's 3 things in this world that are guarantees: death, taxes, and Adam Jones. You can pencil him in a $155 center field, 280, 25, and 80.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. The 1-2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So now it's Mark Hanna. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd alive. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, all even now at 1-1. Stepping up to the plate, Renato Nunez.
For the Orioles, third baseman, Renato Nunez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Olsen is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken there by Lowry. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 8.
Stepping into the box, Tim Beckham will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hit. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit toward the hole. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Ready with the 0-1, and it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Semien on at first, nobody out. This is skied into short left center. Under it is Beckham as he takes it in smoothly for route number 1.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 62 is there, and he has it for the out. Into the box, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. High and deep to center field. Jones going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and it's given the A's a 3-1 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Lowry a native Oregonian. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Athletics strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 3-1 Oakland. Leading off the inning, Austin wins as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming, here it is. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Line drive to center field. Number 22 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt?
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Down the first baseline. Olsen fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. This one's flared off to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Striding in, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first two guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! A two-run shot for Chris Davis, and the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 3.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hard hit ball to second. Lowry's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Maryland. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Now at the plate, Chris Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fastball called strike 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
0-1 the count. 1-1.
That's in time.
And it's 1-2. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Trey Mancini. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Started that swing a bit too early. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 22 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So digging in now, Renato Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead 4-3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Gone! Back-to-back homers. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now 5-3. Stepping in now, Tim Beckham. Soft liner towards short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Now at the plate, Austin Wynns comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Now in the box, Jonathan Villar, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Piscotty ranging back to the track, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Beckham on third, Villar on at second with 2 down. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here, 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Another 0-2 coming. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We played 4 full. It's the Orioles 5 and the A's 3. So now it's Mark Canha. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And he fouls this one off. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Mancini is there. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcus Semien. He reached on a single in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Lucroy stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Ready once again, Mark Trumbo. He was a ground-out victim last time up. That tails back over, strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo, and it's now 6-3. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So it's a solo shot to dead center, as it is now 7-3.
Yeah, now this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 62 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
At the plate, Tim Beckham. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3. And he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Yusmeiro Petit trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Standing in now, Austin Wynns. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Throw into third. The runner from second crosses the plate. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. More coming up from Baltimore after this. At the plate, number 22. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Now this is swung on and sent out to Jones in center field. One gone. Ready to take his hacks again, Matt Chapman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a little tapper. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless. Here's Jed Lowry now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher, a la that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout or the guys laughing at you?
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. A's go quietly there. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Digging in now, Jonathan Villar. He'll start things off in the Baltimore 6th.
Jonathan Villar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single, 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Ready for another shot now, Adam Jones. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 1 for 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1 home. 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Chris Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Drilled to first, and that gets through for a one-out base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Mark Trumbo comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
A bouncer to the left side. Played on the backhand. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here on MLB Network. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis. And they'll need him to get something going here. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Mancini. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Again, he sends it out of play.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Miguel Castro will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Miguel Castro.
So now it's Mark Hanna. Popped him up. Wins has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
The fielder, Trey Mancini.
From the stretch. There's a strike. couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1. So coming to the plate, Renato Nunez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 62.
Now at the plate, number 62. He homered earlier and is 2-for-3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Behind 0-2 now. Right side, fair ball down the line. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Line drive to left, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Dero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out now.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kenna moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. In the air now out to right field. Number 62 right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting,
Stepping into the box, Jonathan Lucroy, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Sent on the ground out to second. VR gloves it on to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
now batting, number 22.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 22. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Two out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. A's are gone in order. Still way back. It's 9-3. So striding forward now, Jonathan VR. He singled his last time up.
Jonathan VR.
He's set and the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Backhanded. And that's the 2nd out. Here's Chris Davis now. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Number 38 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 38.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Jed Lowry now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Lowry's a strikeout victim here. 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach?
Got him. And Oakland, good night.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Baltimore Orioles blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. David Hess takes home the win. Paul Blackburn is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 9 runs on 18 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Athletics, 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail Service will provide extra trains on the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.